This is the 1-minute reading tutor. Before you begin this lesson, make sure you print out the lesson in the show description. The first rule we are going to learn about is to split words into syllables by dividing between two consonants, as long as the consonants aren't blends. The second page of the lesson has a list of blends. Right here, I have a C and a T next to each other, so this is where I'm going to split the word. Vowels in the middle of a syllable usually use their short sound, so I'm going to use ah to get doc, doctor. Right here, I have a T next to an N. They are not a blend, so I can split the word here, and I'm going to use the short I and the short E to get fitness. I will split here between the L and the F. Make sure you're drawing lines where we split the syllables on your worksheet. So I'm going to have a short U sound of and a short I sound of I. Fulfill, fulfill. Right here, I'm going to split between these two consonants. Make sure you do that on your worksheet. I'm going to have a short A sound of a and a short I sound of I to get catnip. I'm going to split right here between these two letters and have a short O and a short A, so combat. Now find group 2 on your worksheet and go through and split between two consonants in the middle of the word. Right here, you're not going to split here because these two letters make one sound. Pause the video and don't move on until you have divided each word into syllables. This is how we are going to divide these words. We're going to divide between the double N, and both I's are in the middle of a syllable, so they will use their short sound. So we will have finish. We're going to split between the R and the M to have format. Right here, we will split between the two B's in both of these words and use the short A sound, rabbit. This will be a short U, so we will have rubber. This will be a short U, so we will have putter. And right here, we will split between the double P and have a short U of and a short E of to get puppet. Now find group 3 on your worksheet. These are nonsense words. These are not actual words. They're just silly words I made up to give you a chance to practice without guessing. So on your worksheet, draw a line where you would split the word into syllables. Once you have done this with all the words in group 3, try reading them out loud and then go restart the video to see how you did. Right here, we're going to split between the two P's, and this I will get the short sound of I, and this A will get the short sound of a. So we will have lip pant. We split between the two X's. The short I will say I, and ER together says so we will have picture. We split here between the two G's. The O gets its short sound of and the A gets its short sound of to get bogam. Right here, we split between these two consonants. The short U is in the middle of the syllable, so it says and the E is in the middle of the syllable, so it says So we have the made-up word of rugbet. Right here, we split between the two T's. The U will have the short sound of and the ER will say so we have quater. Right here, we split between the two N's. The U will have its short sound of and the E will have its short sound of to have honeg. Now, you might wonder, why would we care about dividing words into syllables? Well, if you have a really long word, it can make it much easier to read. Like this nonsense word, I have split up into 3 syllables. I split up between the P and the G and the M and the D. The vowels in the middle of the syllable will use their short sounds. So now, even though this word does not exist, I know how to pronounce it. Lop-gam-der. Lop-gam-der. Now you try it in the next group of words on your sheet. Divide these 3 words into syllables. Each of these nonsense words should have 3 syllables. Once you have done this and sounded them out, then restart the video and see how you did. This word, we split between the M and the F and the L and the K. All 3 vowels are going to say their short sounds. I, eh. So we have himfelken, himfelken. Right here, we split between the T and the M and the G and the L. The U is going to use its short sound of The E will say and the AR says R. Sut-meglar. We split between the N and the H and the R and the J. The A will use the short sound of ER says and the I will say I. Man, her, Jim. The next thing you need to do is try the last group of words on your worksheet. Try them with an adult and see how you do. Then come back tomorrow for the next rule.